Good day, ma'am.
G, ko na
We are
sabi,
the
kaya
Group
nag-record
4,
mi,
and
G.
we are here to discuss and present our answer from the given question. So, this is the members of the Group 4. Miss Rodelyn Delos Santos, Lauren Enriquez, Miss Marjoraline Esgana, Miss Christine Joy Forones. And our topic is problem-solving strategies, and its subtopics is pattern recognition. So, the first question,
May pag-usa, ina sila, isa
cite
talaga.
four things that you significantly learned from the topic. So, the first idea about this question is I learned that pattern recognition in problem solving strategies gives us the idea on how to break, reconstruct, and solve a problem. So, pattern recognition will enhance our thinking skills and ability on how to address a specific problem, and also on how to overcome every challenges that we may face in our daily life.
I learned that pattern recognition can be used as one of the strategies of solving problems by analyzing patterns and structure of the problem. This is in order to find the solution and the relationship between the set given data. Since it is a pattern, then we can make formulas as an easy way to solve the problem.
I learned that on how to get the next term of a sequence and how to solve the n term formula for a sequence.
I learned on how to understand the problem, how to devise a plan, how to carry out the plan, and lastly, on how to review the solution in problem solving strategies.
So, the second question is give an illustration or example for each subtopic learned.
In terms of a sequence, there is an example. What is the next term in the sequence 6, 10, 28, 45, and 66? To answer this, we often construct a difference table. We have the sequence number 6, 15, 28, 45, and 66. So first, we have to get their differences, which is 6 and 15, 9, 15 and 28, there's 13, 28 and 45, there's 17, 45 and 66, there is 21. So we don't already know their same differences. So we have to move in the second differences. We have 9 and 13, 4, 13 and 17, 4, 17 and 21, there is 4. So we have to add the last number of the number that we get from the differences of the sequence, which is 21 plus 4. So we have 25. To get the next term in the sequence 16, 15, 28, 45, and 66, we have to add 66 plus 25, and that is 91. So the next term in the sequence numbers is 91. In n-term formula for a sequence, we have an example. Find the five terms of the sequence given in the n term. We have an equals 6n squared plus n. First, we have a1
Minam sa
equals
kadayot.
6 times 1 squared plus 1 equals 6 times 1 plus 1 equals 7. A squared equals 6 times 2 squared plus 2 equals 6 times 4 plus 2 equals 26. A3 equals 6 times 3 squared plus 3 equals 6 times 9 plus 3 equals 7. A4 equals 6 times 4 squared plus 4 equals 6 times 16 plus 4 equals 100. A5 equals 6 times 5 squared plus 5 equals 6 times 25 plus 5 equals 155. And we have the first term 7, second term 26, third term 57, fourth term 100, and fifth term is 155.
In this pattern recognition illustration, we must know how many people can sit on the sides of a given number of tables. Example, the number of table given is 1. So each side there is one person who would sit on that side. So one one table there will be 4 people who can sit on it. Then the next, if there will be two tables, then there will be 6 people who would sit on each side. Then, if there will be 3 tables, then there will be 8 people who can sit on each side, and so on and so forth. The pattern is when when the number of table increased 1 table, we need to add 2 from the previous given number. The formula is the quantity of n plus 1 times 2 is equal to p, where n is the number of table and p is the number of people who can sit on it. The example, n is 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, and 2 times 2 is equal to 4, which is the number of people who can sit on a one table. Bukasan! Kuanoy!
So the third question is provide one real life application problem for each identified subtopic. So every person has the ability to recognize and create a pattern that may help in making a conclusion through in our observation. One of the real life situations that may involve pattern recognition is when you are traveling. When you travel, you are riding in the right direction, which lead you to your destination or to a place that you want to visit. Through this, pattern recognition may involve when when you are going back home. Why? Because for you to be able to go back home, you must follow the same path, same direction, and through this, pattern recognition involved.
Glenda bought books and CD as gifts. Altogether, she bought 12 gifts and spent 840 pesos. The books cost 60 each and the CD cost 90 each. How many of each gift did she buy? So, in this equation, we are trying to guess how many gifts did Glinda buy. So, my first guess is 8 books and 4 CDs. 8 times 60 equals 480 pesos. Then 4 times 90 equals to 360. 480 plus 360 is a total of 840. So the answer is Glenda both 8 books and 4 CDs with a total cost of 840 pesos.
So the last question, and to be answered by each of the member of the group, write a brief essay on values and things you learned as cited and number one. So the first is the ability on how to formulate a solution in a problem and to recognize a pattern is one of the skills that a person must possess. Learn to develop your critical thinking skills and learn more techniques in finding a good solution to a problem. If you know how to recognize a pattern and a problem, you will also know how to construct and make a better solution to address the problem.
Having problem solving strategies benefit us a lot in solving problems and analyzing problems easily. We are able to use our logical thinking and able to solve the problems in a glimpse. One of the advantages of pattern recognition is that we can create formulas to easily determine the solution of the problem. Knowing this pattern recognition, it is also an advantage to get used to this type of strategy, to become familiarized by with the patterns.
In terms of sequence, you have to find the next term of the sequence number, extract the differences, get the differences of the number, and analyze what would be the next term of the sequence number. An nth term formula in a sequence, you have to replace the nth place by a number. For example, 6n squared plus n. Then find the five terms.
Problem solving strategies helps us to conduct and plan out the question. It shows how to understand the problem, devise and carry out a plan, and how to review the solution. Conducting this procedure will make it more probable and understandable. This strategy is from George Puglia. He is a Hungarian mathematician. This strategy is called as Puglia's four-step problem-solving strategy.
So that ends our presentation, ma'am. Thank you and God bless.